bicycle, it can be a powerful tool of independence. Freedom.
All right, go, 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 go.
And confidence. Empowering all ages. Building happy, healthy, and strong communities by staying active and connected. When you ride a bike, you are connected. Connected to your body and the world around you. It is simple and perfect.
The light is fading while our friends are waiting, and we are singing, got no destination. Get into formation, no destination. Kick it into gear, dear. Let's go. Check me out, I like it, riding on my bike. Let's go. Shooby-dooby riding, swaying side to side. Let's go.
At Norte Youth Cycling, we are creating happy, healthy, strong communities, one rider and one ride at a time. We do that through our community programs and initiatives that engage and empower people of all ages and abilities, and it begins with our balance bike riders.
Balance Bike is the first way that we get kids engaged with bikes. And for some kids that means that they want to ride the bikes, and for other children that means that they want to watch. And wherever they're ready to show up, we're game for that. So when we have kids join us for Balance Bike Club, we are all about meeting them where they are developmentally and making sure that we're providing them with opportunities that will absolutely lead to success, engagement, and excitement.
One thing I'm most proud about is the fact that no child is going to get turned away if they want to come out and have fun on balance bikes. Everybody has an opportunity to get a bike. We have a library of bikes that are available for people to check out, and they come to their first Balance Bike Club and they've got a nice bike ready to go. We bring Balance Bike Club into the schools in the winter, after-school programs in the spring and fall, and weekly Balance Bike Club meetups at the clubhouse in Traverse City and the Chain Hub in Elk Rapids during the summer. Everybody wears a helmet, and then we teach them how to get started, how to coast, and how to stop. I think the kids have the opportunity to know how much everybody cares about them, and the kids love it. The kids love seeing the support that they're getting from everyone.
So when we consider how we're tailoring our programming to our youngest children engaging with Norte Youth Cycling, we have to be very intentional that we're meeting their communication skills, that we're addressing their fine and gross motor skills, and making sure that the program that we're laying out creates a foundation that can be built upon each time we come back to the table with these children. We don't want to over-challenge them and use words that won't make sense. Instead, we want to get down at eye level with them and make sure that they're understanding what we're saying and that they're capable of doing what we're asking them to do. Next thing you know, these kids can't be stopped. They're gliding down hills and we're pulling out our stop signs because these kids are ready to tackle biking and cycling in their community.
The great thing about the Bikes for All programs, it really is for everyone, for all. It doesn't matter if you might have a cognitive challenge or a physical challenge. You know, everyone deserves to sort of have a safe and dignified way to enjoy simply riding a bike. You know, we all take it for granted, and sometimes it's harder for some than for others. You know, I think what really works well with this program is that Norte's invested in the infrastructure in terms of the bicycles to have that are adaptive, you know, for folks with different skill levels. And between the different caretakers with some of the folks that come here and their participation and the volunteers and the staff and the interns, it takes all those things to make the program work, and it always works really well. You know, we always get here a little bit early to make sure everybody gets matched up with a bike that meets their needs. And it's a great opportunity to kind of get to know folks. And, you know, the volunteers all just have this like spirit of camaraderie. You know, they're all happy to be here. And it's just a great feeling. And it's just really this great union of all these good things that come together. And it's just for, like I say, it's just for about an hour and a half, you know, once a week. And it's just everybody getting together to enjoy riding a bike together. And, you know, you can easily take that for granted if you don't have challenges, but some of these folks do. And so it's just great to be able to, you know, accommodate their needs so that they can enjoy the joys of riding a bike.
Our bike camp is all about bringing adventure to kids. We want to empower them by teaching them safe biking skills. That way, whatever adventure is thrown their way, they feel ready to tackle it. Ultimately, we want happy, healthy, strong kids who are ready for adventure in our community. Of course, biking seems like the central focus of things, but really what they're learning is teamwork. They're building up their confidence, and they are growing in their problem-solving skills. So, you know, they come out as more confident riders, but I think the biggest changes that we see and the most powerful growth we see is who they are just as human beings and as people.
What do you like about summer bike camp? Raise your hand if you've got an idea.
Why I love bike camp is because I used to bike with my family, and it's like my bike camp friends are like my family.
Oh, that was so kind.
Just riding up steep hills and going down hills, and just the moment, not what's coming after the moment.
That was awesome, buddy. You like living in the moment?
Yeah.
That was deep. What do you like about riding together as a team?
All of us get the experience, but also riding independently, you get to go your own speed. But then as a group, you kind of have to like read the room, kind of go as a group.
I think that as the bike camp goes on, we see their appreciation for their community grow. So as the week continues, without being prompted, kids are saying hello and waving to people that they're passing by on the path. And I think that by getting these kids to every corner of our community, they're buying into what Traverse City and the Grand Traverse area is all about. And so I think that while they're on bikes, they're catching the town through a different view. They're not in the back seat of the car. They're not just waiting to get from point A to point B. They're actively engaged every step of the way with every pedal. And I think that that's where we see the opportunity for these kids to become active members in our community and not just kids who get to play, right? They're taking ownership for who they are and for where they get to be every day. So these kids are growing in great ways, and they just continue to amaze us with the ways that they buy in to being bike riders and to being community members.
Adventure Bike Club is a camp where, starting from the elementary schools, we go out and explore the town. There's no agenda or anything. I try to focus on helping the kids realize that they can be independent on a bike, and bikes are useful ways of transportation. So Adventure Bike Club takes place after school at the elementary schools during the spring and fall. The kids already know each other. It's really fun that they are already in a group, and I am just there to help them have fun, but I try to make it as camper-led as possible, because that just makes it more fun for them. And if they see that they can get somewhere that they want to go, that really opens up doors. A bike really is a good way to get around, and living downtown especially, it's opened a lot of doors to not have to, I can just go out and do stuff. I don't have to think about parking or how long it's gonna take, or like I can just go and get out there. The outcomes I notice from ABC Camp are that the kids really get a sense of independence, and they realize that they can get places on bikes. A lot of them just spend a lot of time riding around the neighborhood or things like that. And they're putting a lot of mileage down, but they don't realize, wow, if I put this mileage in a certain direction, I can get places.
Norte Mountain Bike Club rolls out in the spring and fall for 5 weeks of shredding across 6 counties in northern Michigan. For first graders to high schoolers at trailheads all over northern Michigan. We start with just kind of in the parking lot, getting kids, I set up cones, getting kids comfortable moving around on their bikes, the different positions of the bikes. We pretend that the cones are trees and get them up out of their seats and kind of moving around. And then we take that to the trails. And so it's a lot of 2 tracks, a lot of single track out on the Vasa pathway. We have this huge network here of organized trails, but also just this really neat environment in a really cool community. And so I think it helps develop their character because it encourages them in a really fun way to do something that's challenging, that's not comfortable physically or mentally. And then because they're having so much fun and because they're with their peers and maybe with their friends or making new friends, that kind of becomes secondary, you know, and so you're watching them build confidence, you're watching them build skills, you're watching them show up to do things that are scary, and by the end of it, you know, they forget that they're scared and they're just having a blast. And I always see kids ending those sessions laughing and having a really nice night.
Norte Race Team is just more opportunities to ride during the summer months because we have our mountain bike programs in the spring and the fall, and then we have during the summer it's a lot of more in-town stuff. So we really wanted to give the kids more opportunities to ride in the summer. We have ages 4th grade through 12th grade. Some people out here to race and go fast. Some kids just want another excuse to ride with their friends in the woods. So you see kids from Traverse City Central, Traverse City West, Traverse City Christian, Grayling, they're all coming together and ride, and they're all making friends. And it's not just the kids, it's the parents all coming together too. So I think that's the biggest thing, it's just the building of the community of the young kids. So when they go to races, they all know each other and they're all having fun.
In Norte, we're just all supporting each other, and half of us don't even go to the same school.
Before I joined the race team, I wasn't very confident with riding because I had a lot of surgeries and stuff, so I was always like the odd kid. And then I joined, and like Camille said, I met all these people, and I'll have these lifelong friendships.
I've just gained so much more confidence, and I just love biking. I want to go like pro in it when I'm older. Yeah, I just love biking, and this has made me so much more confident. And I love being out here with my friends and my team biking.
It made me feel a bit more happy, excited usually, and I also get very sleepy, and which is pretty helpful because I usually can't sleep at all.
To be honest, we really don't care how fast they are. We just want them outside, riding bikes, making new friends, and just falling in love with mountain biking so they can do it for the rest of their life. Like a lot of sports, ball sports, football, you're kind of done by the end of your senior year, most of us, but mountain biking is something you can do forever. So if they can get into it young, hopefully they stick with it.
We're in the Norte Wheelhouse, and that is home to a lot of different things. We do the kids' bike library out of here, where we loan out bikes. We do private bike mechanic lessons. We do our summer camps. We sell used bikes and consignment bikes out of here and do repairs as well. So the Norte Bike Library is for kids aged 2 to 10, and we offer balance bikes through 24-inch bikes. So right now we have 937 bikes in the bike library, but that grows every day as individuals and bike shops donate more and more bikes. You don't necessarily have to be doing a Norte program. If you just want to get rolling, it's available to anybody in the public. Thanks to a lot of generosity from the community, a lot of people donate their bikes to Norte, and I and our group of volunteer mechanics will go through, refurbish those, do whatever service is needed so that they're ready to roll, and then we sell those at reasonable prices to the public. So if you're looking for a bike to ride to work, if you're looking for a bike to get started mountain biking or road biking, We have a bunch of bikes that we always have available for sale. And then we also offer consignment sale where you can bring your bike to us and we'll advertise it, promote it, and sell it. And you don't have to handle all that. You know, our mission is to get people on bikes, and we saw that there was a need for folks that are using bikes for transportation, and maybe their bikes aren't in the greatest condition, so we just wanted to make it a little bit easier for them to continue to ride. So we reach out to different organizations in town and collaborate with them to come up with events where we're able to tune up a bunch of their bikes and keep them rolling. Our Wheelhouse services and community outreach are meant to enhance active transportation for adults and kids alike. We know that bikes are vital components in mobility independence, and we want to keep you moving.
In 2014, Ty and Johanna Schmidt planted the seed that has become Norte. Our community has provided the soil and the sunshine, the collaborations, the riders, the coaches, and the community support that has propelled us through the past decade. What began as bike trains to school in the morning or balance bike meetups at F&M Park have now become something so much more. We plan to continue the momentum that has been built over the last 10 years. We'll increase our bike library program, our after-school programs, our in-school programs, and our summer camp offerings, all to meet the needs of those in our region. A milestone as significant as reaching a decade for a small nonprofit is pretty huge. It's an opportunity to look back with gratitude and pause and think about those who helped us at the beginning become what we are today. It's also an opportunity to look forward with excitement. Norte would not be here without the collaboration and the efforts of you in the audience here, of Bob and Laura Otwell, Ty and Johanna Schmidt, the Grand Traverse County Parks Department, the Grand Traverse Regional Community Foundation, Rotary, all of the organizations that we have partnered with, like TART, NIMBA, Cherry Capital Cycling, League of Michigan Bicyclists. There are too many to name here, but please know we are so thankful for your historical support and your continued support. We each have the opportunity to help create the type of community that we all want to live in, where we feel welcomed, empowered, engaged, and you can help do that by becoming a Norte coach. Come be a volunteer with us. Sign your child up for a program. Become a business champion or a donor. Your time and energy are helping to make our community happy, healthy, and strong.
The sun is shining